Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off that loss to Phoenix. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And he slams it down right on top of Michael Porter.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Tonight, a battle of up-and-comers. It'll take a lot of energy, Steve, but also some mistakes.
Yeah, turnovers for young guys. That's usually what turns the game around. You can see the lack of experience. They missed their defensive rotations, and then when the game gets tight, they started to force shots. And it's fun to watch these kids grow up. But if I think of your coaching staff, you're trying to speed up their experience because it's probably not fun to coach when they're youngsters.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
To the paint. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Good anticipation and quick hands. Winslow right on top of that, igniting the fast break.
Back to Harden. Rebound by the 76ers.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Pass to Harden. Got a hand on it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside, Green. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's the three. Harden missing again.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out.
So that's that'll be his second foul of the game.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Winslow wide open. He fires. Off target with his three.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
Johnson outside. Back to Collins. New Orleans moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Harden. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The 76ers lead it. Porter with it. In the corner, Winslow with it. Pass to Millsap. Double team on Millsap. Back to Winslow. Here's Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
You look at this Pelicans offense, Steve, it's a very free-flowing system.
Yes, this team loves to make the extra pass to get an open look. They were third in the league last season in team assists per game. The back cuts they make and the willingness to share the ball are what teams strive for on the offensive end.
On the wing, Winslow. There's Porter with the three. The 76ers with another miss. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the 76ers making a change here. Pass to Winslow. Stolen by Harden. They need this. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
And the dunk by Winslow.
We're going to see a lot of this from Winslow in the coming years. Explosive young talent.
To the inside. Porter with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. All going up court. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. Here's Collins. Got it. Good job in the low post. Collins has got his first bucket in this one.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Back to Millsap. From deep. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Known for defense and rebounding coming out of college, Draymond Green has surprised some scouts with his early production on the offensive end.
For Philadelphia, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Harden. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Harden's got 6 points.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now, here is Harden. He's got 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Here's Millsap. And here's Winslow. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, that goes in. He's got 14.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
We're always talking, Steve, about versatility. I guess the ultimate example would be guys who can go to either hand equally well.
Yeah, you have those guys. Kyrie Irving stands out for me. Mike Conley being able to finish with both hands. Then there's some bigs around the basket, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. John Wall is pretty good. He finishes a lot of times with dunks. So there's a lot of guys that understand that it's great to have that offhand and you can go to it.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. The 76ers leading. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Poked loose. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Here's the machine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one, good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Outside Porter. Back to Plumlee. And Jones has it in the corner. And the three ball is good. And the 76ers lead by 3. The 6'11" Mason Plumlee out of Duke, Greg. He's got a live body.
Very athletic, Kevin. His mobility enables him to defend smaller players on the perimeter. Offensively, he is a threat to finish at the rim.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Pass to Jones. Lopez right side. Chandler comes with the double team. The kick out to Porter. Clock at 6. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, good defense there, but Porter does go 6'10" with that 7-foot wingspan. And how about a 9-foot standing reach?
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's the machine. Pass to Chandler. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
The 76ers have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Back to Winslow. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And the basket by Harden.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Stolen by Harden. Lets it go from 14. Here's Harden on the wing. Another miss by Harden.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Harden's got the ball. The shot from the low post is good. Harden's got 12 now in this quarter.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
And the 76ers call time here. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Pass to Winslow. And here's Millsap. He's guarded by Johnson. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Harden's shot is good. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Harden on the wing. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Millsap misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow. Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. New Orleans making a switch here. And so Green will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Here's Harden. Here's Kawhi Stein. That ties the game. Kawhi Stein's got his first points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. From deep, Harden. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And the 76ers with possession. A 2-point game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. So often when a player comes off injury, he's placed on a conservative minutes restriction. Usually it's the trainers, the doctors that will tell the coaches what they can and cannot do. Do you think there's more of that now than when you were playing?
Totally, Kevin. I look back and think about when I played, the injuries you have. Usually coaching staff, trainers, they ask, are you ready to go? I wouldn't say 100%, but are you ready to resume the amount of minutes you played? And you couldn't answer that. They pretty much kept you out. But I think nowadays, like you said, it's more of limiting your minutes, having these minute restrictions, getting you ready to play. Definitely more than when I played.
Medical staff has a very large voice in this, and it continues that way.
Yes.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
He drains the quick shot. Harden's got 30.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the 76ers now. To the paint. Shoots. A shot off that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's the machine. Hits the three-point bomb. The machine's got 5 points so far.
Really surprised a little bit to see him drift out to the three-point line, but I guess I shouldn't be if you can stroke it like that.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And here are the 76ers now. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check. A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
At the elbow, Harden. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And Jones with the stuff. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And then Jones with the jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
Here's Antetokounmpo. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Outside Porter. 76ers moving the ball around. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. It's stolen by Jones. Down low. Lopez. No problem on the jumper in close. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Allen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
You know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move. but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty starts to be questioned.
Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. .122 left to play in the third. Plumlee trying to break loose. The 76ers with another miss. To the inside. Harden has a wide open look. Gets to the corner and buries it. Harden's got 15 points here in the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
76ers have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Plumlee with some nice D.
Ooh, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
New Orleans leading by 3. To the wing on the left. .26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Plumlee with some nice D. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he drops it in from the low post. Antetokounmpo's got 23 points.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And they get it back. Here's Harden. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Pelicans ahead. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Now Harden. Lopez covering. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Porter. From outside the arc. Kept alive. And the rejection by Collins. Poked away. 6 to shoot. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his third foul of the game. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Harden. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Porter with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. His court awareness is really impressive.
Lopez with the block. Second chance shot. No good off the back of the rim. Philadelphia leading by 5. And he gets it to go. 31 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
From 13, here's Millsap. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Winslow. Another shot. And he nails the jumper. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Here's Collins. Antetokounmpo defending. Collins, good.
This is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch bigs.
And the 76ers call time here. And Steve, no matter what he's doing on the floor, it's hard to ignore the length of John Collins.
You're so right. He's already a great rebounder and gets a lot of blocks just due to his reach. Stands at about 6'10", but the way he plays, it feels like he's a 7-footer.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. On the wing, Winslow. Pass to Lopez. Bullseye.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Al Harden. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And they continue to control the glass.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
To the paint. Here's Harden. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
And doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that the three-point shot is a primary weapon.
And that one's good by Porter.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
You know what? It's two competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the vest, the other fast and loose.
That bucket in no time at all. Lopez has got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is his shot. You give him that much space, you're asking for trouble.
And the problem is you're already way behind. Obviously, your closeouts are ineffective. You're in trouble.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator really sees the entire floor.
Antetokounmpo. 76ers moving the ball around. Knocked away. Chandler with the steal. A pull-up. And Winslow pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 13. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the 76ers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Clearly a foul.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. 19 seconds left in the game. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
That's good from Lopez. And both free throws good for Lopez. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. From deep, Harden. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 46 points.
And you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.